White House unveils stunning vegetarian menu for the Modi state dinner, says The Hill. Biden's India state dinner menu is a vegetarian feast, according to the Washington Post. And from NPR, for Modi's state dinner, the White House is elevating the mushroom. These are just some of the headlines covering India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the White House a few days ago. I'm going to review the menu and tell you what I think. Now, I haven't tasted the food and neither have I talked to the chef. My opinions are based on the media coverage and from looking at the photos of the food. However, I wanted to take this opportunity to ponder on an important question. For an event like this, what is the expectation? The theme was centered around India's national bird, the peacock. Everything from the invitation to the decor was designed to, quote, evoke that breathtaking feeling when it extends its tail, unveiling its colorful beauty, majesty, and strength, unquote. The pavilion was draped in green and saffron, the colors of the Indian flag, and lotus blooms were omnipresent throughout the decor. Prime Minister Modi is vegetarian. The guest chef picked for the occasion specializes in plant-based cuisine and collaborated with the resident White House chef and the pastry chef to come up with the menu. The chef said that the menu, quote, showcases the best of American cuisine seasoned with Indian elements and flavors, unquote. The concept makes sense to me. I can understand why you might want to showcase the flavors of the host country to the guests while making them feel at home with some familiar flavors. I haven't talked to the chef, so I may not fully comprehend the concept behind the menu. However, to me, some of the Indian elements felt a little bit forced and felt more of an afterthought than a true amalgamation of the two cuisines. I don't have any issues with chefs from other backgrounds cooking Indian food. However, I do wonder why they didn't pick an Indian or an Indian American chef to showcase their flavors to the Prime Minister of India. Indian cuisine has a plethora of vegetarian dishes. Any chef with some experience in cooking Indian food could have created a menu with a variety of vegetarian dishes for PM Modi. Now let's take a look at what was on this menu. First course, marinated millet and grilled corn kernel salad. Compressed watermelon, tangy avocado sauce. A millet salad might sound strange, but the grain was chosen because the United Nations declared 2023 as the year of the millet due to the grain's environmental sustainability, and Modi is a proponent. I can see how corn and millet can complement each other, and the tangy avocado sauce is reminiscent of the tangy tamarind sauce that is added to a multitude of street food dishes from India. Main course, stuffed portobello mushrooms, quote, roasted to perfection, unquote, creamy saffron-infused risotto. Saffron risotto has deep Italian roots, and it would have been a perfect dish to serve at a state dinner hosted by Italy. It doesn't strike as very American to me, however. I'm curious to find out what the mushroom was stuffed with. Mushrooms are not very common in Indian cuisine, and maybe that's why they used it? Upon request, sumac roasted sea bass, lemon dill yogurt sauce, crisped millet cakes, summer squashes. The millets make an appearance again in the fish dish. Sumac is not commonly used in Indian or American cuisine. I wonder why they used it. I would have replaced it with something that's more prominent in Indian cooking or in American cooking. I'm sure the fish tasted great, it's just not Indian or American. The lemon dill yogurt sauce sounds like a delicious accompaniment to the fish. However, it reminds me more of Greece than of America. Dessert, rose and cardamom infused strawberry shortcake. The dessert is where prominent Indian and American flavors come together. However, it feels more of an afterthought. Rose and cardamom are really strong flavors, and I'm worried that it might overpower the strawberry. I would have paired rose with raspberry, taken out the cardamom, and let those two flavors shine. Which of these items from this menu sound good to you? Let me know in the comments. Here's how I would tweak the menu. For the first course, I would make puffed millet and corn kernel salad, cucumber and tangy avocado and cilantro sauce. While this dish isn't completely different from the dish that was originally prepared for this dinner, it has a more Indian flavor to it. There's something special that's been done to the millet, which is reminiscent of a street food dish from India called Bhel Puri. For the main course, I would have cooked tandoori paneer with butter masala grits. As you can tell, this dish is a play on shrimp and grits. In India, about 40% of the population is vegetarian. However, veganism is not that common. Dairy is an essential part of people's diet. I would have used this opportunity to showcase the highest quality milk in America from American bred cows. For the fish, I would switch out the sumac with garam masala, a much more prominent Indian spice. For dessert, I'd make a saffron-scented New York cheesecake with a pistachio crumble. That's how I would infuse the two flavors of the nation seamlessly. The cheesecake is a classic American dessert, and the saffron complements the creaminess of the cream cheese perfectly. It didn't take me very long to come up with this menu. This is by no means perfect, and I'm sure some of you have better ideas. However, the point is to demonstrate that for the most important Indian-American dinner, they could have showcased a bit more depth and nuance, two ingredients that are essential to fine dining. Coming back to the question I raised in the beginning of the video, for a dinner like this, what is the expectation? When you invite a guest over and cook for them, you can either embrace the guest's culture, embrace your own culture, deviate from both of them, or create a combination of the two. There is a fine line between embracing the guest's culture and overcompensating by trying to create a menu that they feel welcomed by, but instead accidentally butchering their cuisine. If I am a guest in Italy, I want Italian food. I don't want a perfunctory attempt at cooking Indian food just because I'm from there. When I'm traveling to a new country, I want to embrace the culture of the locality instead of being served something that I'm familiar with just to feel comfortable. Do you think the White House could have done better with this menu? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to dive into the depths of Indian cuisine. I'm giving away a free jar of my organic ghee to the next 5 paid subscribers to my Substack. Subscribe now!